Hello everyone, this is Mario on Digimon 126, and today, well, this is more of a little story. It's your work hard. Basically, I've just had exams. Basically, I'm telling you a lot of story, and I need to basically get this off my chest. Yeah? I need to get it off my chest, okay? Basically, I worked hard, yeah, today, yeah? I get home, I get constantly bitched at and nagged to do, oh, hey, your them. Oh, clean it up. Oh, do this and that. Excuse me? Just had an exam. I just got home. I want to relax for my weekend, for my extended break and everything. Yet no. I'm going to keep getting bitched at, and then my father's going to do the same. And bitch, and bitch, and bitch, and bitch, and bitch. I mean, people will say, why don't you do it? Excuse me. I'm being bitched as soon as I get home. I'm not even allowed to even take a 5-minute break. Literally. It's, do your fucking everything. Fucking do this. Fucking do that. Oh, I'll fucking hate your computer away and all this random shit that a 16-year-old does not need. Okay? So, pretty much, yeah. Stupid crap like that happens. You get bitched at the work. I know, we've all got to put up with it in real life, but I shouldn't have to put up with it as soon as I get home. Into my own house. Well, it's not mine, but you get what I mean. I shouldn't have to put up with it. I'm being serious. Be glad when I've got my own place. Do stuff when I need to. Oh yeah, another story basically. It's those on the internet who you consider friends. There was this lot who there was these two guys who I considered friends, to be honest. One of them's apologised, but I'm not talking to him. Simply, even if he does add me to a call on Skype, I will merely just mute everything. I just will not speak to him for a while till he's calmed down and grown up. Because merely taking the piss out of me and my mum, always. Yeah, mum jokes are funny. Not if they're always at the same person and the same boring, common, generic joke over and over. And it's not just one day. It's every bloody other day. Excuse me, I'm not the only target who a joke can be made of. I think mostly everyone else has a mum. Or at least someone they can call a mother. Okay? Not just me. Most other people, okay? You pick on me. Really smart considering I have exams and I get stressed out in this. Now this is sorted for now. Because I merely am not going to basically even waste my breath on the pair of you. Simple. I'm not talking to you, end of, for a while. I may consider talking to you when my exams are finished. So yeah, you pretty much both dug yourself a big ditch and threw yourself headfirst in. You put your foot right in it, basically. For that, kudos. Because I'm merely not even going to utter a single word to you pair, till my exams are over. And one of these lot is actually going to the army next year. And a funny thing is, no, this is all in all honesty. This guy, this is a true fact. When Sony do something wrong, he stands up and makes a big fuss and bitches and that. Someone else, when he's taking a piss out of someone, he's as bad as his counterpart on YouTube. These people I know who I'm talking about. I'm not ranting, I'm just trying to prove a fact, but yeah, I know this is all sorted, but seriously, you're going to do it again. You're going to take the piss out of me again. You're going to keep doing it. And you do not understand what let go and put it down means, simply. Because obviously, you're either too thick, or you do not understand English completely. Yeah, you speak fine English. Yeah. Yeah. You may speak fine English. You obviously don't understand the words and what they mean, then. You don't understand the start. Yeah, you know I get wound up, yeah. Actually make it funny, and then when I get wound up, at least then let's take it as a joke then, yeah? But at the moment, you've proven yourself to be boringly generic. And if you kill, and basically you act a lot like a troll currently, you two. You're trolling me currently. That's how I see it as. And quite frankly, I find it boring. And I did try and stop it earlier, yesterday. But the funny thing is, the people who tell the jokes escalated the situation, made it worse. That's pretty dumb. When someone wants to stop situations escalating, it's like war. You stop so you don't escalate it. Because things like that get worse. It's the same. Every conflict, once it escalates, gets worse. To the point where I'll just basically remove the pair of them. I've added one of them back because he's at least apologised. Yeah, at least. But the other one, I know him. He won't apologise. He's one of those. He's one of those people who jump on the bandwagon. Pretty simply to say. I don't think that one will ever learn. Simply the bandwagon boy probably will never learn. The ringleader may. And I'll tell, this is a message to the ringleader, like, once you're in the army, regardless of position, you'll have to work. You'll have to have discipline. You'll have to be focused. And I'll tell you this, buddy, when you're in the army, you will be traumatised with stuff. So it doesn't matter if you're a medic, a combat engineer, on the front line fighting, there's going to be something that is going to change the way you think. It's going to make you a lot more disciplined and you're a lot less likely to take the piss out of someone. Because you'll understand how people work better. And because you'll have discipline drilled into your damn head from day one. You could sit here and laugh about it all day. I'm telling the truth. You are going to have discipline drilled into your head from day one in the army. You want to be a medic? Fine, buddy. Be a medic. That's a lot more traumatising than actually fighting, dealing with the wounds and the people screaming and shit, and people dying and all that shit. That's more traumatising. I'll guarantee you, if you either get that position you want as a medic, or if you're fighting on the front lines, you're going to be traumatised either way. Should have tried for a combat medic, not a combat medic, a combat engineer or combat strategist or something not traumatic. But no, you chose one of the traumatic things, so yeah. And done it, let's say X for it. Ignore the first name I said. Let's say X. You don't strike me as the person who could deal with war injuries and shit. You strike me as a person who basically just sits at home complaining about video games and taking the piss out of others. Yeah, it's funny once or twice, not if it's continually at people. Let that be a lesson to everybody. You're going to make jokes about someone once or twice, and make sure it's actually funny. Make sure the person actually finds it funny. Because yeah, I'll say this truthfully, it's happened to me forever. There are times where I've just faked laughing, because actually, it's boring. And pretty, well, failure for effort, basically. It's been pretty pathetic, but, yeah, I'm not trying to escalate that situation here. I'm just saying, as a story, pick your friends wisely. Even those who are your friends, even if they do make up, will still probably do the same crap they did the day before. Because I know as soon as I probably talk to this guy, he can deny it as much as he wants in the comments or on his channel on YouTube or to me. I know him well enough that he's going to make the jokes. And they're going to suck. And my two other friends who actually make the... Whoops. Two. I don't mean to call anyone a twat, but yeah, you can see what I mean. But my two other friends, they rarely make the jokes. And when they do, they actually are funny and original. I wish people would be more like that, but then again, originality would die out, unfortunately. So as a message to you two boys, if you're going to make jokes about me or my mother, make sure they're actually original, actually funny, and not in any way offensive. Because I find that, basically, you saying my mother's a monkey, well, that's pretty offensive, actually. Because if you look back, you're actually descended from that. Like the rest of us. Because more or less our ancestors come from Africa, which yes can be attributed to the rest of us, which actually could be, which is actually offensive and can technically be racist. Be a racist remark or comment. So really, buddy, think before you open your mouth when you say stuff like that. Yeah, I may be white, but actually, look all the way back. Not so. Not so. Think before you say jokes about people and their mothers, okay? Because you lot know my mother. You know she's a nice person. Why are you making jokes about... Why are you making slanderous, boring, unoriginal jokes about her? Seriously. The point of it is, you treat everyone like that. Well, simply all I have to say to X is basically, when X goes to the army for 3 years, when he comes back, I hope he's a changed man. I hope he starts actually respecting people and actually has the discipline to not take the piss out of people every 10 seconds. It's funny every now and then, but not every 10 seconds like X and his little bandwagon followers seem to be doing all the time. I mean, I'm not actually going to say who it is because it's dealt with. I'm just saying it's going to happen again as soon as I start talking to them on Skype. It's going to be your mum jokes always directed at me. Yeah, right. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want it. Alright? If you're going to keep doing it, I'm not going to block you. That's a child's response. I'm just going to simply remove and ignore you. You can say what you want. It'd probably be unoriginal if it escalates to that point, but it's a little warning here too. I'm not in the mood for it. I don't want it. And it's as bad as the Dazzy and Davina jokes. Seriously. Darren is, in my opinion, quite a cool guy in his own way. He didn't deserve all the piss takes. The reason he made Cheese Slice was basically to save his own ass from you lot trolling him. Yeah. So, if you see, and the funny thing is, apparently you both gone through it. You two people have both gone through it. Why are you doing it to me then? Don't you think I've gone through it? I've had to deal with it every bloody day of my life since I've been in high school. I don't need it. If it's still happening to you, tough. Don't do it to other people. Because, on a serious note, treat others how you want to be treated. You want to treat me like a troll? I'll treat you like a 3-year-old. An immature 3-year-old. Done. You want to actually treat me like an individual, actually as an equal? That you actually want to treat me like a proper 16-year-old? Then I might actually start talking to you. It's all a question really of, basically, trust, respect, and how you want to be treated. From what I'm seeing is, you two from yesterday, you want to be treated like 3-year-olds. I will do that for now. When you both prove to me that, no, you don't want to act like 3-year-olds. Because I'm not saying everyone is when people act immaturely, everyone's a 3-year-old. People do it. That's people. For you. But constantly, and trolling me. Really failing at trolling. More like boring than annoying, to be honest. Well, partially annoying, but not as annoying as a troll. Because an actual proper troll is actually pretty funny, I have to admit, in my opinion. When of course it's not yourself, but hell, everyone's like that. But the point is, moral of today is, don't stir shit when it's not needed. And basically, if you see someone doesn't like something, don't do it, and treat others how you want. Because if you want to troll and fail at it, people are going to treat you like a retarded 3-year-old child. Now, that's how I'm going to treat the pair of you. I'm not going to talk to you for a while, till at least my exams are done. If I ever am, by chance, in a call, I'm not going to waste my breath. I'm just going to basically be like, I will type what I want to say. I won't actually speak. And if you do take the piss out of my mother, well, that's for me to know and you to find out, basically. If it happens, I'm not trying to escalate this situation. I'm just trying to make people aware it's not good. So yeah, pretty much. Not really a rant, more of a story, a life story, basically. Treat others how you want to be. Basically, don't stir shit, and don't aggravate people and tell boring mum jokes all day. Anyway, peace out.